Hello everyone, Russell here, and going to do something a little different today. This is an application called Guitar Toolkit, and I believe the developer is Agile, I want to say. They're the same company that makes AmpKit, which is amplifier, guitar amp, and effects modeling software for the iOS devices. And they do incorporate some of the modeling within this Toolkit app as well. But on the surface, this is a theory type app, and you could go in and choose your root notes and your scale types. Here in the scales tab is where I'm at this point. So, and you could choose to have visualize the notes across the entire neck or across different positions within across the neck. You could also have it display intervals or notes, and you could also alternate between commonly used scales and more esoteric scales as well. So pretty interesting in that regard, but there's several other apps that do the same sort of thing. And along the same line, you've got arpeggios, same concept with how you could navigate arpeggios and see them across the neck. You do have a metronome, and with a little bit more of a sophisticated sequencer for the drums if you want to add that in. And you've also got the ability to look for chords. I'm in search mode, but and strum across, that sort of thing. But it's this last tab, Chord Sheets, that I wanted to talk about, which I find most interesting. If you go back to scales, and let's just say we're going to do a B flat major scale. If you select the matching chords button, this will take you over to the chords tab now, and you will see chords that are a match for the B minor or B flat major scale. And interesting, you could add those to the chord sheet. And so we're going to add a new chord sheet to show how that works, and just start adding some. So, which we already added the C minor, and I'm just going to throw some in randomly. Chord sheet 17. Just keep adding those in. And you could even choose which position you want that chord played when you add it to the chord sheet. Okay, that gives us a good enough idea of where I'm going with this. So now let's go to the chord sheet itself. So this is chord sheet 17. You come over here and edit this and give it a title. Oh, lovely autocorrect. You could also choose a different, this is where I was saying that borrows from AmpKit. You could actually choose your guitar here, and you could choose different effects, different amp plus effects emulations in here. I'm going to just leave it as is, but it does give you some flexibility. So here you've got in this chord sheet these groupings of chords that I've added in that are all relevant to the B flat scale, and so you could start just playing around with it. I should have added a B flat major in here to get back to my root. Actually, let me do that. And a major seventh. Okay, now going back to the chord sheet. Now it's interesting because you could, the quicker you tap the icon, the faster it'll strum. You go from an arpeggio to a... And so this is kind of interesting for me because you could actually test different variations, different chord sequences, and see what would work for you, and if you're trying to compose something. So anyway, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover on this. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks.